The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
Coming off a thrilling Game 1 walk-off win, we are back at the Mustang Sports Complex as we welcome you to the nightcap of our doubleheader as the Davis County Mustangs get set to take on the Cardinal Comets as they look for the sweep here this evening. Great to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I'm joined by Connor Cloyd, our on-site producer. We appreciate you joining us. And Davis County blew a 6-1 lead, but walked it off, winning 7-6 over Cardinal in Game 1. Now they'll look to beat the Comets 2 games in a row and keep their South Central Conference record and their season record perfect. They are now 1-0 in conference and now 3-0 overall. Hands are being shaken by both Nick Coble and Todd White, the respective head coaches. So let's quickly take a timeout and be back to tell you about the starting lineups on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited-time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Mustangs on the field, getting warmed up as the starting lineups have been introduced. So let's get to the starting lineups for Game 2 of our doubleheader. First up for Cardinal. Due up first here in the top of the first. Weston O'Leary leads things off. He'll be the starting pitcher. Bodie Farrell's at first base, batting second. Batting third, and at second base, Caden Courtney. Trayton Hayfley is batting cleanup in left field. Matt Blommy, the third baseman, bats fifth. Ryan Eakins is at shortstop, batting sixth. Batting seventh and catching is Cade Cundiff. Batting eighth, Batting eighth, and in center field is Zach Lukey. And batting ninth, and in right field is Elijah Fraze. For Davis County, Peyton Schooley leads things off at second base. Josh Settles will get the assignment for the Game 2 starter. He is batting second. Batting third and catching is Max Taylor. Hayden Bankson will get the DH role here in Game 2. He will bat cleanup, batting for the right fielder Ryland Johnson. Left fielder Ryland Johnson. Noah Sizemore is at third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth in center field, Victor Milder. Dexter Scott's at shortstop, batting seventh. Batting eighth, and at first base is Aiden Hale getting his first start at first base this season. And batting ninth and in right field is Hudson Humphrey. So we're just about ready to get started as Weston O'Leary trots to the right-hander's box. Mike Fisher is behind the plate here in Game 2. Derek Phillips is the umpire in the field. Mike Fisher points at Josh Settles, says play ball, and the first pitch of Game 2 is a fastball fouled away to the first base side out of play. First pitch thrown at 7:54. Settles, tall, lanky left-hander. Winds and comes home with the 0-1 pitch, and again, that's fouled away. This might stay in play on the first base side, but it drops to the grass, foul for strike 2. So O'Leary offering at the first 2 pitches from Josh Settles. That's what Settles saw in his only appearance last season against Cardinal. A lot of early pitch swinging. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, missing a bit outside. Max Taylor, the catcher, pointing at Settles, saying, hey, that was a good pitch, good miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to O'Leary. O'Leary was 1 for 3 in the opening game of this doubleheader. He was also hit by a pitch. Slider misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Settles, winds, and comes home with a 1-2. Popped up. This might stay in play. It drifted into foul territory, and Settles could not catch it in foul territory on the first base side. Gave a good try, however. And the count remains 2-2. Davis County's defense here in Game 2. Ryland Johnson is in left field. Victor Milder is in center with Hudson Humphrey patrolling right field. Here comes another 2-2 pitch to O'Leary. Grounded to third. Sizemore stays down on it, throws across the diamond, and got O'Leary by half a step for the first out of the ball game. Wrapping up the Davis County defense on the infield, Sizemore, who just made that play at third. Scott is at short. Peyton Schooley's at second base, and Aiden Hale gets his first start of the season in the field at first base with Max Taylor behind the plate. Bodie Farrell stands in for Cardinal. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Farrell was 0 for 1. However, he drew 2 walks and also had a sacrifice fly in Game 1 of our doubleheader for an RBI. The 1-0 pitch, a high strike called by home plate umpire Mike Fisher. Always curious when you see a different umpire what type of zone they have. And that was a letter high strike to Farrell to even the count at 1. Slider, and it snaps over the belt of Farrell for strike 2. Settles only faced Cardinal once last season. It wasn't the best of outings for the tall left-hander. That's fouled back. Settles pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 6 runs, 2 of them earned, on 8 hits. He allowed a pair of homers as well, as the home run ball bit him back in late May last year. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup, and Farrell strikes out swinging. So 2 outs, bases empty for Caden Courtney. Courtney in Game 1, 1 for 3, a pair of runs scored. He was hit by a pitch. He also stole a base. Lefty versus lefty matchup. And Courtney takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Fastball is right at the belt, but missed inside. The 1-0. And there's a strike right over the knees, over the outside half of the plate to even the count at 1-1. Settles looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. Now we have a baseball that found its way to the field. Now there's some kids that were playing over in the concourse. Oh, actually, that was a wiffle ball, not a baseball. Regardless, get out of the field. Now the 1-1. Slider misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Caden Courtney. Senior versus senior matchup. The pitch by Settles. There's a grounder up the middle to Scott at short. Right to the left of the bag at second. He throws out Courtney, and it is a 1-2-3. Top of the first. Davis County coming up in the bottom of the first after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today. Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fifth already. Oh, yeah. Peyton Schooley is up at the plate to lead things off for Davis County. No score here in the bottom of the first of our nightcap. Weston O'Leary delivers a pitch in the dirt. O'Leary was on the mound when Davis County walked it off in game one. The walk he allowed at the beginning of the inning came around to score, strike one to Schooley. Then a stolen base, a sacrifice bunt, and then a suicide squeeze bunt brought home the game-winning run for Davis County while O'Leary was on the mound. That's chopped foul to the third base side to make the count 1-2. Mustangs now 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in South Central Conference play. As they look to reverse what happened last year in this spot in a doubleheader against Cardinal to open conference play. That breaking ball missed a bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A year ago, these two teams opened conference play in Eldon with a doubleheader, and Cardinal dominated that doubleheader, winning the first game 12-6, and then run ruling Davis County in the next game 10-0. That's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Schooley works the count full as he looks to get on base for the rest of his teammates to lead off the bottom of the first. O'Leary winds, delivers. Strike 3 called right on the lower part of the zone. Schooley goes down looking, and with 1 out, the batter is Josh Settles. As far as guys that do not get too high and do not get too low, that's pretty much the pitcher of Settles. Doesn't really get fired up all too much, but very even keel. Ball 1 outside. Settles, of course, signed his letter of intent a couple weeks ago. He'll be playing his college ball at Hannibal and LaGrange down in Missouri. Fastball taken for a strike. Awesome family as well. Always great to see the Settles family around the ballpark. That bounces to the plate for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike to Josh Settles here in the bottom of the first. O'Leary's offering misses low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Back in game 1, O'Leary took the mound for the first time this season Head coach Nick Coble decides to run it back here in game 2. There's a grounder under the glove of the pitcher O'Leary, but it gets to Courtney at second, who throws out Settles for the second out. None on and 2 out for Max Taylor. He started that game-winning rally in game 1, drawing a walk against O'Leary. He gave way to a courtesy runner, Grant Husted, who ended up scoring the winning run. Strike 1. Taylor, case where sometimes he makes up for his own mistakes, and that pitch is grounded foul. Case in point, his throwing error in the top of the first of game 1 led to the run scored by Cardinal to open the scoring. Then he nailed a runner trying to steal second later in the ball game, the 0-2. He puts it in play, hits it on a couple of hops to Eakins at short. He throws out Taylor, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Davis County. No score after 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
No score, top of the second. Both pitchers got through the first rather easily, retiring each respective side in order. Now Josh Settles of Davis County will face Cardinals 4, 5, and 6 hitters, starting with Trayton Hafley. Hafley probably with the biggest hit for Cardinal in that first game. His base hit scored a pair of runs and tied the game for Cardinal at 6 as they rallied back from a 6-1 deficit in game 1 before falling 7-6. First pitch by Settles, a fastball over the knees on the inside half for strike 1. Settles with a strikeout, sandwiched in between a pair of groundouts in the first inning. The 0-1. That's a chopper up the middle, and Schooley near the bag throws it past the first baseman Hale, and it'll be just an error as Hafley will stay put at first base. So a throwing error on Schooley. It was slowly hit, and he had to hurry. But his throw on the run near the second base bag was well wide of Hale at first base, and the first base runner of the game is aboard for Matt Blommy. First pitch fastball taken upstairs, ball 1. Blommy was 1 of 4 in that first game with a run scored. Batting right-handed versus the left-hander Settles. And a throw to first, chases back Hafley. Davis County had the maroon tops in game 1. They switched to the white tops here in game 2 with their white pants. Cardinal has stayed with their black jerseys with white pants, the same outfit they wore in game 1. The 1-0. Fastball taken for a strike. We wonder if we'll see Blommy on the mound later this evening here in Game 2. Here's the pitch. It looked like a changeup that found the zone on the inside half to make it 1-2. Hafley takes his lead from first with the count 1-2. And the throw back to first. Hafley is back safely. Count remains 1-2 to Blommy. The pitch by Settles, high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taylor behind the plate takes off his mask now, slides it back on as he gets into a crouch. 2-2 to count to Blommy with a runner at first, and the pitch is inside for strike 3. The runner goes from first, and he is out. No, the ball popped out of the glove of Scott, the shortstop. They had him dead to rights. Hafley was out by a foot at second base, but the tag by Scott saw the ball popped out of his glove. So an error on the shortstop, Scott. Blommy did strike out for the first out of the inning, and Eakins takes a first pitch out deep towards left, but there is Johnson to retire to side. He thought there were 2 outs, so he was running the ball in. He quickly throws the ball back in. No advancement by Hafley. Oh, what a break there, as Johnson hasn't seen much action out there in left field, but he's able to get under that fly ball and make the catch for the second out. Now Cale Cundiff. Ball 1 inside as Cundiff jackknifes out of the way in the right-hander's box. No score, top of the second. Cardinal has a runner at second thanks to a pair of Mustang errors. Settles is looking to keep that runner right there. 2 outs in the inning. The pitch inside, ball 2. Cardinal beat Davis County 3 out of 4 times last season, including ending the Mustang campaign in the postseason with a 6-2 win in the district's semifinals. The 2-0. Fastball catches the inside corner. 2-1. Settles, comes set, takes a look at Hafley at second, now pitches, swing and a miss. Settles a strike away from pitching around a pair of errors and keeping us scoreless. Settles is ready. And a swing and a miss as Cundiff strikes out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a pair of errors, and 1 man left on. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Still zip between Cardinal and Davis County on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. As another growing season gets underway, First Iowa State Bank is here to help area farmers tackle their 2026 ag needs with local decisions, personal service, and financing built around your operation. Whether you're planning for crop inputs, equipment, livestock, land, or operating expenses, our experienced ag lending team understands agriculture because we live it every day right here in Southeast Iowa. Stop in and talk with our ag lending team at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Ready to make your home more you? Union, at Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Davis County, Game 2 of our doubleheader. Davis County looking for the sweep in the twin bill. No score here in the bottom of the second. We're waiting on Cale Cundiff, who was the last out of the top of the second, to put on the tools of ignorance and get back behind the plate, which he does. O'Leary's warmed up, so he's just waiting for one more pitch, and there's the throw to second by Cundiff, and the leadoff batter, Hayden Bankson, comes to the plate. Bankson is the DH here in Game 2 after starting at first base in the opener. Bankson had an RBI single in Davis County's 2-run first inning. He ended up being 1 for 2 as he takes a strike. He also walked and laid down a sacrifice bunt. One thing you got to do to be a baseball player, got to be able to bunt. Ooh, strike 2 at the belt. 0-2 to count to Bankson, leading off the bottom of the second. O'Leary nods, winds, deals. That's low. Both of these teams won't have another ball game until Friday. The 1-2. That's high and wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cardinal will be at home against Knoxville in what should be a huge early season doubleheader, as Knoxville always is in the mix in the South Central Conference. 2-2 pitch. A chopper to Eakins at short. He comes in on the infield grass and throws out Bankson for the first out. Davis County, on the other hand, they'll be in Centerville from Pat Doherty Field on the campus of Indian Hills Community College out in Centerville. And the Mustangs have had a devil of a time beating the Big Reds. We'll see what they can do on Friday in a doubleheader versus Centerville. Here's Noah Sizemore. That's high for ball 1. Sizemore was at the plate, and he laid down a suicide squeeze bunt, which brought home the winning run. I caught up with him after the game, and I said, hey, man, nice bunt. He looks at me, he smirks, he goes, man, I hate button. That's fouled back behind the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. You may hate it, but you still have to do it. Somebody should tell Noah that's part of being an adult as well. The 1-1. That's outside. That slider missed in the left-hander's box. 2 balls and 1 strike. No score, bottom of the second. Bases empty, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch coming to Sizemore. That's popped up. And it's the first baseman, Farrell, calling for it and making the catch as he is backpedaling for the second out. Two out, none on for Victor Milder. Milder batting left-handed. Looks at a pitch in the dirt. Milder in game 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. That bounces to the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Of course, the doubleheader against Centerville is not the end of Davis County's week, as the 2-0 pitch comes into Milder, high, 3-0. We'll be with you at 10 a.m. on Saturday for the start of the Davis County Varsity Classic annual tournament played at the end of May here in Bloomfield That's inside, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Milder, and that is the first base runner for Davis County here in Game 2. That brings up Dexter Scott. Also was able to catch up with him in between games. He was able to get his first hit of the season, a big RBI single in Davis County's 4-run fourth inning that put him ahead 6-1 before Cardinal was able to rally. And Scott looks at strike one. Saw his big brother Duke out there too with his little daughter. Good to see Duke Scott. Graduated last year. The 0-1. That's drilled out to left field. That is trouble, and that is a foul ball. It was in the corner. Hafley was chasing it, but he wasn't going to catch up with it, but it is foul. Would have been interesting with Victor running. Instead, the count is 0-2. O'Leary looking to pitch around a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the second and keep Davis County off the board. The pitch. Outside. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Scott. If he can extend the inning, Aiden Hale will bat. Throw to first, and Milder gets back safely. That's his dad, David Milder, the first base coach. Don't want to get tagged out with your dad 10 feet away. That's outside. Even to count at 2-2. As a dad, what do you do in that situation if your kid doesn't get tagged out 10 feet away from you? I always wonder if you just look away, looking at him at disappointment like the dad face. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and Scott lifts that high in the air out to center field, but Lukey is tracking it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. No walks, no hits, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We are through 2. Davis County and Cardinal are scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
No score between Davis County and Cardinal here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Davis County took Game 1 in walk-off fashion, 7-6. Cardinal looking to earn the split as both teams start South Central Conference play. Only base runner for Cardinal reached on an error. They'll bring up their 8, 9, and 1 hitters, starting with Zach Lukey. Lukey was 0 for 3 in Game 1 with a strikeout. Still looking for his first hit of the season. He squares the bunt. He gets it down in front of the mound and settles, pounces on it, throws to first in time to get the speedy Lukey. 1 out. That was a close play as Lukey was motoring down the line. But Settles was able to get him by an eyelash. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Elijah Fraze. Fraze walked twice, also struck out in Game 1 earlier this evening. Swing and a miss. couldn't catch up to a fastball. Settles has a very slow windup, if you notice, on the mound. And then the ball just explodes towards the batter. It's even stranger because it looks like it's coming from behind Settles. Slider taken at the knees on the inside corner for strike 2. Has to be pretty difficult to pick up that ball, especially from the right-hander's box. The pitch, fouled back. Almost hit a Davis County Sheriff's vehicle out there. Foul balls do not discriminate, however. Law enforcement or no law enforcement, you park in the wrong spot, your vehicle might get dinged. The 0-2 to Lukey. Line drive out to left center field. That's trouble. And that lands to the feet of Milder. Quickly throwing it to second, and the throw to second is not in time. So a hustle double by Fraze. His first hit of the season is a double. And that's the first hit of the ball game for either side. And that sets the table for the top of the order as Weston O'Leary will look to knock in the first run of this ball game. O'Leary bounced out to third his first time up. Strike 1. Runner at second, 1 out, top of the third, no score. And the 0-1 pitch is a changeup, bounced foul to the first base side. And the count is 0-2. Comets looking to open the scoring here in game 2. O'Leary awaits an 0-2 pitch from Settles. That's high. Fraze takes his lead from second. Settles shakes his head 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now comes set. The 1-2 misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taylor behind the plate takes off his helmet. Now he's ready as he gets back down in the crouch. 2-2 to count to O'Leary. The pitch by Settles. The swing and a miss at a high fastball. And O'Leary strikes out for the second out of the third inning. Big strikeout for Settles, his 4th of the ball game. Farrell was a strikeout victim, actually the very first one of the ball game back in the first inning. He now bats with the runner at second and 2 outs. Looking to break a scoreless tie. First pitch is popped up. Short right field, coming in is Hudson Humphrey, and it bounces in front of him. It was just a pop-up single that Humphrey just could not catch up to, and a bloop single by Farrell makes it 1-0 Cardinal. Give Farrell credit for an RBI as well. So Cardinal, just like in game 1, they strike first. And now the batter is Caden Courtney, who grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Farrell with a sizable lead at first. And the first pitch is a fastball taken on the outside half for strike 1. Lefty versus lefty matchup between Settles and Courtney. Courtney with a slightly open stance. Long pause by Settles. Now the 0-1. Strike 2. A slider catches the inside half. A clutch 2-out hit by Farrell opens the scoring. Can Settles limit Cardinal to just the one run here in the third? The 0-2. Fouled back. Courtney now moving up a bit more in the batter's box. Maybe expecting something off speed. Here comes the 0-2 with the runner going. It bounces past Taylor. He goes to second, and making the turn going to third is Farrell. Throw to the third is not in time, but good backup. So give Farrell credit for a stolen base. Also a wild pitch. Now he's at third with the count 1-2 to Courtney. A run in for Cardinal. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the third. The pitch by Settles. Chopped foul to the first base side. Count remains 1-2 to Courtney. With the Cardinal dugout making noise. The pitch that hit Courtney on the arm. Hit him in the front arm. That's the second time Courtney's been hit by a pitch today. He got hit in game 1 as well. So that keeps the inning alive for Trayton Hafley. Timeout called by head coach Todd White. Probably wants to give Settles just a chance to catch his breath. Settles only have 44 pitches. And actually, Todd White's talking to home plate umpire Mike Fisher. Maybe thought that Courtney leaned into the pitch. It's not quite what I saw, but so no, it's not a mound visit. He just had a question for Mike Fisher behind the plate in regards to that hit batter moments ago. So here's Trayton Hafley. He reached on an error back in the second inning. Ended up getting stranded at second. Cardinal has runners at the corners with 2 outs and a run already in. Settles is ready. First pitch is inside. First 2 hits of the ball game was a double by Fraze, and he was driven in by a bloop single by Bodie Farrell. The 1-0 pitch, cut and a miss by Hafley. Hale is holding Courtney at first base. The 1-1 with the runner going, fouled back. One ball and 2 strikes. Settles a strike away from ending the third inning with minimal damage being done. Here comes the pitch by Settles. With the runner going from first, a wave and a miss. Hafley strikes out, and that will do it for Cardinal, but the Comets do score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left on. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's now Cardinal 1, Davis County nothing on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
One nothing Cardinal here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Aiden Hale steps to the plate for Davis County, leading off the bottom of the third. Mustangs have managed one base runner over the first 2 innings, a walk by Milder. That has been it. Hale chops the first pitch foul at the plate and looked like that went off his front leg. Ooh, he's walking it out. Actually, that was his back leg that he fouled it off. Still smarting a bit as he's working out that right leg. Hale was 1 of 3 in the first ball game earlier today with an RBI single. Bouncing ball. Blommy catches it on a short hop at third and throws out Hale for the first out. That brings up Hudson Humphrey. Humphrey was 0 for 2 with the sacrifice in Game 1. That's inside. Actually, that goes all the way to the backstop. Humphrey still looking for his first hit of this season. Inside ball 2. If you remember last season, Humphrey got a hit in his very first at-bat as a varsity man, and then didn't get a hit for the rest of the season. A check swing foul at the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. That was when Hudson's dad told me that Hudson was secretly hoping that he wouldn't bat the rest of the season so he could have a 1,000 average. Hit on the ground, up the middle. That's a base hit for Hudson Humphrey. A ground ball base hit up the middle, and Humphrey gets his first hit of the season. And with 1 out and a runner at first, here is Peyton Schooley. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Cardinal. As Davis County just got their first hit of this ball game. And Schooley fouls the first pitch back. Looks like the folks over at the softball diamond might be treated to free softball. That scoots past the catcher Cundiff as that pitch was taken low. Humphrey advances to second on the wild pitch. And indeed, extra innings coming up for the Davis County softball team to the right of us. 1-1 to count to Peyton Schooley with Hudson Humphrey representing the tying run, standing at second. 1 out in the inning. Humphrey, make that Schooley. hits a line drive out to left field for a base hit, and Hafley got that ball back in quickly to Eakins at short, so Humphrey will have to slam the brakes on at third, but 2 straight hits for Davis County. And the Mustangs now have runners at the corners for Josh Settles, looking to help his own cause. They've been messing with the back of that batter's box, all batters. I think the umpire's just trying to make sure that the batters on the left side don't get an extra inch or so in the back of the box. They want to make sure that they keep that foot in the box. Runner goes from first, line drive out to right, and it's caught in right field by Fraze. And no advancement by Humphrey at third. Humphrey did not go on that line out by Settles to right. Head coach Todd White tapping Humphrey on the helmet, probably saying, "Why aren't you home right now?" Taylor will try to pick him up, but that's a pop-up on the infield to the shortstop Eakins, who puts it away, and Davis County's threat goes by the wayside. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We're through 3. It's Cardinal 1, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
When it comes to athletic performance, Danco in Centerville is the local go-to. They're your athletic performance specialist, helping school teams, athletic directors, coaches, parents, and athletes with top-quality gear for sports and active lifestyles. Danco also makes team fundraising simple, handling the design, orders, shipping, and everything in between, so your organization can raise money without the headache. Like and follow Danco on Facebook and visit them on the Centerville Square.
Danco, work hard, play proud.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th rolls in. 1-0 Cardinal here in the nightcap. Davis County looking for a doubleheader sweep, but they'll have to rally past the Comets. Cardinal batting, top of the 4th. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Comets, starting with Matt Blommy, who has been a problem at the plate. He just looks like a tough out, Blommy does. They had to pause game 1 for a moment as Mike Fisher, who is also the superintendent at Oskaloosa, had to preside over the school board meeting, which is being held tonight. But looks like he is okay now as far as not worrying about any business is concerned. Now he's drawing out a line for the back line of the batter's box. So here's Matt Blommy. He struck out looking his first time up back in the 2nd. First pitch by Settles, a swing and a miss. Actually, it was a foul tip into the glove of Taylor for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Fastball up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One run on 2 hits, no errors for Cardinal. 0, 2, and 2 for Davis County. A swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Blommy, leading off the top of the 4th. Cardinal looking to salvage a split in this doubleheader. As bounces to the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So as I said, Davis County won't be back in action until Friday, a doubleheader at Centerville. And then Saturday, a pair of games in the Davis County Varsity Classic, starting with Moravia at 10 a.m. 2-2. Got him looking. Fastball catches the inside half at the belt. And Blommy goes down looking for the second straight at bat for the first out. That's a 6th strikeout for Settles. And here's Ryan Eakins. Eakins with a wide stance in the right-hander's box versus the left-hander Settles. And he takes a high strike. Dusk has fallen here in Bloomfield as the lights are in full effect. The 0-1. That's upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Settles, classic left-hander pitcher, throws a 2-seam fastball, changeup, also a slider. That fastball catches the outside half. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eakins. Eakins flew out to left his first time up. And the pitch. And he puts that in play. A bouncer over to second base, and Schooley is able to throw out Eakins for the second out. Made that closer than it needed to be. But an out is an out. None on and 2 away for Cale Cundiff. If Cundiff can't get aboard here, we might have a similar delay that we did going into the bottom of the second, where we had to wait for him to put his catcher's gear on before we were able to start the inning as he looks at strike 1. Cundiff struck out swinging his first time up back in the second. An RBI single by Bodie Farrell has our score 1-0. A swing and a miss at a letter high fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. So Settles looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Maybe get a little bit of momentum back to the Davis County dugout. The pitch. Got him looking. Settles sets down Cardinal 1-2-3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Cardinal on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
One nothing Cardinal leading Davis County here in the bottom of the 4th. Cardinals scored their lone run in the top of the 3rd. Weston O'Leary has held Davis County in check, although he did allow a pair of hits back in inning number 3. But a line out and a pop out stranded those runners on base. Hayden Bankson will start things off for the Mustangs. Bankson grounded out to short, his first time up back in the second. And we're ready. Ball one in the dirt to Bankson. O'Leary's been efficient. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, but a lot of soft contact has allowed him to pitch through the first 3 innings without a run allowed. Strike 1 on the inside corner to Bankson. That's fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. O'Leary's a sophomore. And the right-hander comes home with the next pitch, way outside. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Bankson looking to start things off for Davis County here in the bottom of the 4th. And he just goes after that high pitch and tomahawks it foul. Almost got a piece of a family of 3 above the first base dugouts. The ball whizzing by, at them. They didn't look too fazed by it. Bankson looks at a pitch in the dirt to run the count full. As I told you earlier, O'Leary's allowed just 1 walk. The payoff pitch is a bouncer over to third. Blommy stays down on it, and the third baseman throws out Bankson for the first out. As tall as Blommy is, he does a good job staying low on the ball. The batter is Noah Sizemore. He popped out the first in his only plate appearance in this ball game back in the 2nd inning. Ball 1 down low. Davis County with their best threat back in the 3rd inning, but they could not score. Here's the 1-0. Got ahead of that one, hit high and foul, and into the bullpen of the Mustangs in foul territory for strike 1. Hudson Humphrey singled, advanced to second on a wild pitch. A single by Schooley only allowed Humphrey to go to third base because it was too well hit. That pitch is outside for ball 2. Then a line out by Settles to right. Humphrey decided not to go from third. And with 2 outs, Taylor popped out to end the inning. Ground ball towards short. A bad hop on Eakins, and it ate him up. E6 on the play. Sizemore is aboard, and Davis County might have gotten themselves a break. Eakins was there, but that took a bad hop on the very last hop toward him. And now Victor Milder will look to take advantage for the Mustangs. Milder walked his only time up back in the 2nd. Runner goes from first. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw to second is not in time. So Sizemore swipes second base on the first pitch. And now Milder has a chance to tie the game with a hit. O'Leary pauses, now comes home with the 0-1. A swing and a miss by Milder. Looked like an off-speed offering that Milder was way out in front of. Now he'll have to battle down 0-2. The pitch. A little looper out to left, but it carries out to Hafley, the left fielder. And that's the 2nd out. So now it's up to Dexter Scott, who flew out to center his first time up. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Cardinal leads it 1-0. Here in game 2 of the doubleheader, Davis County looking for the sweep. Strike 1 on a belt-high fastball from O'Leary. Sizemore reached on an error. stole second base. The 0-1. Slider misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from O'Leary. Line drive, foul. Down the left field line. Just a hair early was Dexter Scott. And that would have tied this ball game. That was a good 2-3 foot off the line. Foul. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cundiff, even though that pitch was high, tried to frame it for home plate umpire Mike Fisher, but Fisher wasn't buying it. 2-2 to count to Scott with a runner at second. 2 outs in the inning. The pitch. Foul back. So we'll do it again. O'Leary comes set with Sizemore leading off second. The 2-2 pitch to Scott. A late swing and a miss. Scott was fooled. He strikes out, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 man left on. We are through 4. It remains Cardinal 1, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Cardinal 1, Davis County nothing. Top of the 5th of Game 2 here in Bloomfield. Zach Lukey will start things off for Cardinal against Josh Settles. Just the 1 run allowed through the first 4 innings. His first offering is bounced back to the mound, and Settles right at the mound throws out Lukey. 1 pitch, 1 out. So for the second straight time, Lukey grounds out to the pitcher, and that brings up Elijah Fraze, who set the table for Cardinal back in the 3rd inning with a double, the first hit of the ball game. He later scored on an RBI single. Outside ball 1. That double by Fraze, that was his first hit of the season. He was hitless through the first 3 ball games. Great time for his first hit, as he has played a big part in the first run scored by Cardinal. Actually, the only run scored in this ball game, a swing and a miss at a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I always thought Davis County's ballpark was one of the bigger that we've seen, but we've seen bigger during our road trip before this ball game started, as that misses inside. Before this home opener, I should say. Joyce Park out in Keokuk is absolutely huge. That's 390 to center, and 330 down the lines. There's a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Here at the Mustang Sports Complex is 320 down the lines and 375 to dead center. But this ballpark, she has proven to be stingy. Not too many home runs hit here. The 2-2. Misses outside, and the count is full. Bases empty, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Cardinal 1, Davis County nothing. In Game 2 of our doubleheader, Davis County defeated Cardinal 7-6 in walk-off fashion in Game 1. The payoff pitch coming to Fraze. A swing and a miss at a high fastball. A strikeout of Fraze. And there are 2 away. Strikeout number 8 for Josh Settles. And Weston O'Leary is the batter. And the first offering by Settles is lifted high and foul to the first base side. And, that could not make a play beyond the fence there. Had it in his breadbasket, but it fell to the ground. Still not bad. Bounced up from his chair to make that play, or try to make that play. Strike 2 on the slider to O'Leary. 0-2 to count to Settles. Beg your pardon. 0-2 to count to O'Leary. Settles nods, whines, deals. An emergency swing and a foul behind the plate out of play. That swing looks similar to the swing Scott took to end the Mustang 4th. He struck out. O'Leary was able to make contact with the ball, and he'll see one more pitch. Here it comes. That's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. O'Leary 0 for 2 so far today, in this ball game, I should say. A ground out and a strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Scott could not quite scoop it up at short. It was a do-or-die play. Scott was on the move. He couldn't scoop it up, and that'll be an error on Scott to keep the inning alive for Bodie Farrell. So Bodie Farrell at the plate. We'll see if they decide to do some running. Up 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Tight ball game between Cardinal and Davis County. Runner goes, and they got him picked off. The throw to second, and nobody's there. And the throw by Hale goes into center field, by the way. Hale probably tried to hold up because there's nobody standing at second base. And do they have a balk now, or what do we got? Mike Fisher was out on the field from behind the plate, pointing at somebody and demonstratively saying something. Don't know what that was about. Farrell has not seen a pitch. However, now a runner is standing at second base. A swing and a miss by Farrell. He took a mighty rip at that fastball and came up empty, strike 1. O'Leary leads off from second base with an important insurance run. That's high, ball 1. 2 outs in the inning. Cardinal looking for a big 2-out hit from Farrell. And the pitch by Settles. A changeup misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Settles bent at the waist as he peers into his catcher Taylor. Now he comes set at the belt. The 2-1 Strike on the inside corner. Farrell was jackknifing out of the way, but Mike Fisher says strike 2. Now deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out with a man on second. Cardinal leading 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch by Settles. Hit high in the air, out to right field, and Humphrey tracking it and making the catch in the right center gap to end the inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 man left on. Going to the bottom of the 5th, Davis County still trails Cardinal 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Janet's doing it, so's Fred, same with Omar, and Tim's been at it since February of last year. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. That's because they're all using Drive Safe and Save from State Farm and saving 10% just by signing up, and then getting a 30% discount down the road. How about you? You ready to get at it and save? To start driving safe and saving in Iowa and Missouri, call me, Wes Ashelman, your Albia State Farm agent today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Mustangs will look to get something started against Weston O'Leary, who has been very good for Cardinal on the mound. 1-0 is our score. Cardinal leading Davis County. A run scored in the 3rd inning has been our only tally. Hale, Humphrey, Schooley due up for the Mustangs. 8-9-1. Hale grounded out to 3rd his first time up, back in the 3rd. Slider, strike 1. O'Leary, sophomore, winds, deals. A wave and a miss by Hale, and it's quickly 0-2. Teammates trying to encourage Hale from the 3rd base dugout, telling them to protect the 0-2 pitch. Outside. Hale almost pulled the trigger on that swing, but decided better, and the count now is 1-2. Hale looking to get something started here in the bottom of the 5th. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside edge at the knees, and Hale goes down looking. Third strikeout for O'Leary. Humphrey is the batter. He singled his first time up back in the 3rd, his first hit of the season, and a swing and a miss there. 4 strike 1. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Cardinal. Bases empty. Nobody out for Davis County. Humphrey takes a slider on the inside half, and he did not like that call, but it is 0-2. Farrell winds, deals, a swing and a miss, and Humphrey goes down on 3 pitches. Quickly 2 away. Back to the top of the order and Peyton Schooley. Schooley is 1 for 2. A strikeout and a single. Strike 1. Leary really working that first pitch slider to the batters now. 3rd time through the order, got to mix things up. The pitch. That's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the wind and the 1-1. And that's cut on and missed. That slider was at his feet. And now the count is 1-2. And O'Leary's a strike away from striking out the side. That misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schooley looking to start a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. A bouncer to short. Eakins stays down on it. Throws across the diamond, and Eakins throws out Schooley. And Davis County goes down quietly in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Cardinal is our score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Cardinal nursing a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Josh Settles has pitched well in this ball game, allowing just the 1 run in the 3rd inning. He's allowed just 2 hits, and he struck out 8. Caden Courtney, number 3 hitter for Cardinal, to lead things off. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's also grounded out to short. And Settles throws that pitch low for ball 1. Settles, winds, and comes home with 1-0. Outside, 2-0. First game started at 5:07 earlier this evening. We're past the 9 o'clock hour now here in Bloomfield. Fastball, misses upstairs. Ball 3, says home plate umpire Mark Fisher. Settles has not a lot of walk this evening. Courtney takes ball 4 low. That gets past Taylor, and Courtney will just pull up at first base. So leadoff walk to Courtney. Have Settles at 81 pitches right now. And the batter is Trayton Hafley. 0 for 2. He reached on there. He's also struck out. Courtney definitely a threat to run at first. Square to bunt. It goes back to the mound, and Settles will throw to first to retire Hafley. But he gets the job done with the sacrifice bunt as Courtney advances to second base with 1 out. 1-3 on the putout on the sacrifice. Matt Blommy has stared at strike 3 twice in this ball game, in the 2nd and the 4th inning. Now here in the 6th, he bats with the runner at 2nd and 1 out. 1-0 Cardinal, a swing and a miss. Schooley at second, dancing around the bag while Scott plays his position at short, with Courtney taking his lead from second. That's inside. It got past Taylor to throw to third. It gets past this third baseman, Sizemore, and coming in to score is Courtney to make it 2-0. So a wild pitch, and then a throwing error on Taylor brings in the second Cardinal run. Now the base is empty. 1-1 to count to Blommy. Or beg your pardon, yes, it is to Blommy. That's drilled out to right field, but that's twisting and foul. One ball and 2 strikes to Blommy. That run was unearned, but it counts all the same for Cardinal, who now lead it 2-0. Here comes the 1-2, and the slider strikes him out. Taylor drops the third strike, and the throw went over off the glove of Hale at first base. It goes down the right field line. Going to second, now going to third is Blommy. The throw, and he is out. Blommy did not slide into third base, and he got tagged out by Sizemore. So, how about this score? That's a strikeout. Then you score that 2, 3, 9, 6, 5. Because I went from the Taylor the catcher, off the glove of Hale at first, to Humphrey in right, who threw it to the middle of the diamond to Scott at short, who then threw it to Sizemore at third, who tagged out Blommy. Did you get all that? Rarely do you see a play that looks like an area code, but that's the case. In the meantime, Davis County is going to a different pitcher, so we will take a break for a pitching change. 2-0 Cardinal here in the top of the 6th. We'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the ball game is Peyton Schooley. He was the winning pitcher in Game 1, and he is back for... Oh, beg your pardon. Dexter Scott is the pitcher. Beg your pardon. Peyton Schooley does go to shortstop. The batter is Ryan Eakins with bases empty and 1 out, and the first pitch by Scott is taken high for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. So Schooley is the new shortstop. Humphrey comes in to play second base, and Settles is now out in right field. 3-0 now to count to Eakins. And that's a bouncer to the plate. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Eakins with 2 outs. So Settles ended up pitching 5 2/3, allowing 2 runs, one of them earned on 2 hits. He walked a batter and struck out 9 as Cundiff swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. So Scott, responsible for the runner at first, looking to get out of this inning with no further damage being done. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he's a strike away from doing so. The count is 0-2. 2-0 Cardinal. Thanks to a walk, a wild pitch, and an error on Davis County. That was a 3rd error, beg your pardon, their 4th error of this ball game. The 0-2. Eakins looks at ball 1 outside. I said Eakins. Cundiff is at the plate. High fly ball, shallow, left center field, and coming on to make the catch. Good aggressive play by Johnson in left field to make the catch, and the side is retired. But Cardinal does add a run on no hits, an error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Davis County running out of outs. They need to make a rally. They trail 2-0 to Cardinal on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two nothing Cardinal here in the bottom of the 6th of Game 2 of our doubleheader. Davis County took Game 1 7-6, winning with a walk-off suicide squeeze. But it's been all Weston O'Leary on the mound for Cardinal, shutting down the Mustang bats, holding them to just 2 hits through 5 innings. He's retired the last 5, and he'll face 2, 3, and 4 for the Mustangs, starting with Settles. Settles hit an absolute bullet his last time up, out to right field, a line out to right. However, Hudson Humphrey was standing at third. He did not try to tag and score, and Davis County stayed off the board, and they still trail 1-0. Now it's 2-0 thanks to a run in the top of the 6th. Settles hits another bullet, but that time it's caught by the first baseman Farrell. A line out to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Settles is hitting some bad luck here in Game 2. Max Taylor is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Ball 1 bounces to the plate. Taylor wagging his bat as he awaits the 1-0. Slider catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a 1-1 pitch taken low. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was pitch number 80 for O'Leary. Early on in the season, you wonder how long he will go in this ball game. The pitch. There's a line shot out to center field. That's going to drop for a base hit, and that might be extra bases. Rolling towards the wall. Taylor will pull up at second with a 1-out double. First extra base hit of the season for Max Taylor. So the tying run comes to the plate for Davis County here in the bottom of the 6th. Grant Husted will take his place as a courtesy runner. And we might see a different pitcher. And we did see Matt Blommy warming up in the bullpen. And we'll see if head coach Nick Colville takes the ball away from Weston O'Leary. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Davis County has 1 out and a runner at second. Now home plate umpire Mike Fisher comes out to break things up, and it will remain O'Leary's game for the moment anyway. The batter is Hayden Bankson. Bankson with a pair of groundouts in his 2 at-bats here in Game 2. O'Leary is ready, as is Bankson. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground. Foul. Just wide of the third base bag. We were looking at the home plate umpire, Mike Fisher, and he emphatically waved his hands towards the left, towards foul territory. Thought maybe that got over the bag, but instead it's strike 1. The pitch. That was a slider. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Now Bankson will have to battle. A runner at second with 1 out. Davis County trails 2-0. O'Leary's pitch is strike 3, taken by Bankson. And there are 2 outs. So that brings up Noah Sizemore, looking for a big 2-out hit to get Davis County on the board. Husted takes his lead from second. Sizemore looks at a pitch in the dirt. Sizemore's 0 for 2. He popped out. He also reached on an error. The 1-0. He checked his swing, but that pitch was well downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Sizemore, righty versus righty matchup. Inside, ball 3, yells Mike Fisher behind the plate. They sure seem like they're being careful with Sizemore. I imagine Sizemore will be taking here with the count 3-0. O'Leary delivers that pitch high for ball 4. Tying run is aboard for Victor Milder. Milder with a walk and a flyout here in Game 2. Tying runs on base for Davis County, trailing 2-0. Milder swings and misses at the first offering from O'Leary. Husted is the runner at second. Sizemore is at first. Neither runner's being held on. Inside corner, strike 2 to Milder. Now the freshman will have to battle. Probably the biggest pitch that O'Leary has thrown this evening for Cardinal. 0-2 to count to Milder. Here it comes. He fights that off foul as that ball goes over us at the press box. Count remains 0-2 to Milder. And the pitch. A foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Cundiff. Milder strikes out, and Davis County is done in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 men left. We're through 6. Cardinal 2, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Seventh inning rolls in. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Cardinal leads Davis County 2-0. Mustangs looking for the sweep after winning game 1 in walk-off fashion. But it's been Cardinal and mainly Weston O'Leary who's been shutting down the Mustang bats here in the nightcap. Meanwhile, Matt Blommy heads to the Cardinal bullpen to warm up. He very well might see him as the closer here for Cardinal here in game 2. Job though is to hold them. Scott on top of the mound, getting ready to deal the first pitch to Zach Lukey. Ball 1 inside. Lukey bounced out to the pitcher twice in his 2 times up. The 1-0. And that breaking ball catches the inside corner. Lukey spun away from it, but Mike Fisher says strike 1. And the 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup that Lukey was out in front of. No balls and 2 strikes. Scott nods, winds, delivers. Fastball fouled back. One ball and 2 strikes to Lukey. And a changeup that swung on and missed. It gets away from Taylor, who throws the first in time. 2-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning. That was rather conventional. Last inning we saw a 2-3-9-6-5 put out after a strikeout. Been doing this now for 8 years. Gotta tell you, I've never seen such a put out before in my life. Strike 1 to Elijah Fraze. Fraze got Cardinal on the board back in the third inning. He doubled. He later scored on a single by Bodie Farrell. That was back in the third inning. The 0-1. Took a little bit off that pitch, but missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball 2 outside. Two and 1 to count. The wind and the pitch to Fraze. Fastball missing upstairs. 3-1. Fraze looking to get aboard. Bases empty, 1 out. 3-1 to count, and he fouls that pitch off to run the count full. Scott winds and deals. Payoff pitch. A swing and a miss at a fastball. And Fraze strikes out. 2 outs, bases empty for Weston O'Leary, who is 0 for 3. O'Leary batting right-handed versus the right-hander Scott. The pitch by Scott. A check swing, and did he go? No, says the field umpire Derek Phillips. Ball 1. The 1-0. There's a strike into Taylor, who's had a long day behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the next one to O'Leary, taken low. 2-1. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Scott looking for 1 last out to give Davis County a chance in the bottom of the 7th, down by 2. And the pitch, high for ball 3. Scott was able to fight his way back down 3-1 to Fraze, came back to strike him out. See if he can repeat the feat against O'Leary. And the 3-1 pitch is a slider taken for a strike. So now the count is full. The payoff pitch with 2 outs coming to O'Leary. A swing and a miss. Scott strikes out the side, and we are headed to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance coming up for Davis County. They trail Cardinal 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They're proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're there, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook to keep up with all their specials. Stop into Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. Located 1 block off the northeast corner of the Bloomfield Square.
Pierce Fence Company is Southeast Iowa's premier local fence company. With over 70 years of experience, their dedication to quality craftsmanship and customer service is in a class of its own.
Hi, I'm Jared at Pierce Fence Company. We've been building quality fences for decades, and we value helping others. It's important to us to serve our community and make a positive change. We specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial fence installs. Give us a call or check us out online to find out why we were built to make a difference.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Last chance coming up for Davis County, and they will face a new pitcher as Matt Blommy is on the mound, and he is throwing gas, warming up on the mound. He'll face the bottom third of the Mustang order, Scott, Hale, and Humphrey. Blommy, his last time out to open the season, he pitched last week against Mount Pleasant, and he shut down the Panthers, pitched a complete game, allowed just 1 run through 7 innings, and he struck out 16. So that is what Davis County will have to contend with in the bottom of the 7th. You got to credit head coach Nick Coble of Cardinal not messing around, saying, yeah, we want this nightcap, and we're going to put one of our very best pitchers in order to secure it. Although O'Leary has been very good in this ball game, he goes out to play third base. O'Leary went 6 innings, allowing 6 shutout innings, allowing just 3 hits. He walked 2 batters and he struck out 6. Now here's Dexter Scott, after looking at what Blommy has been doing on top of the mound. Scott, a flyout and a strikeout, and a timeout called by Scott at the plate. Blommy winds in the first pitch. Fastball, a blur. That was his in at strike 1. Scott with a smile back to his teammates in the third base dugout. The 0-1. He starts his swing early, and he wraps it into left field for a base hit. That's what you have to do for somebody that swings early or throws as hard as Blommy. Sometimes you got to start that swing early, and that's what he did. A leadoff single for Scott, and the tying run comes to the plate. And we have a pinch hitter. That is Grant Husted, who will pinch hit for Hale. This is the first at-bat for Husted this season. Nothing like facing a tall, lanky flamethrower. Go get him, kid. Husted, by the way, an 8th grader, in case you're wondering. Facing the tall junior in the form of Blommy, who calls Cundiff, his catcher, over. They have a couple of words as Cundiff heads back behind the plate. We'll keep an eye on Scott to see if he wants to run to stay out of the double play. As the way Blommy rushes it to the plate, he's going to have to get a heck of a jump. First pitch, fastball, taken for a strike at the belt. Husted, first at-bat of the season. The 0-1. Oof, a strike on the upper half of the strike zone. If Blommy gets that strike, good luck hitting him. That was up by the letters. Called strike 2. 0-2 to Husted. Strike 3 called. Husted didn't get the bat off his shoulders, and he is the first out of the bottom of the 7th. So now the batter is Hudson Humphrey, 1 for 2. A single in the 3rd. He struck out swinging in the 5th. Runner goes, he bluffs going, and Humphrey chased a high fastball. Comes up empty for strike 1. The way Blommy throws, he forces you to make your decision quickly, whether you're going to swing or take. Another swing and a miss by Humphrey, 0-2. So Humphrey's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Scott leads off from first base. He led off the inning with the single. He runs here. He swings and misses for strike 3, and Scott is upstanding at second with a stolen base, but Davis County is down to their final out. Peyton Schooley is Davis County's final hope. does represent the tying run at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in this ball game. First pitch by Blommy, a swing and a miss by Schooley. Blommy looking to save the game for Weston O'Leary of Cardinal. The 0-1. Strike 2, and Davis County is down to their final strike. Oh, 0-2 to count to Schooley. Long night of baseball might be coming to an end. The pitch, fouled back by Schooley. He got a piece of it. Blommy straightens out his cap as he stands on top of the mound with Scott taking his lead from second. Another 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Blommy strikes out the side, and Cardinal takes game 2, shutting out Davis County 2-0. And they do get a split of the doubleheader here tonight, with the Mustangs having won game 1, 7-6. So we will take a break. That'll do it. From here in Bloomfield, we will tell you all about game 2 of our doubleheader coming up after this on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Wrapping things up from here in Bloomfield, Cardinal beats Davis County 2-0 in a nightcap of our doubleheader to split the doubleheader as Davis County was victorious in Game 1. In Game 2, Cardinals pitching really came to the forefront as both Josh Settles, the starter for Davis County, and Weston O'Leary for Cardinal both pitched well. As you can see on the screen, O'Leary, however, just a bit better. 6 innings pitched, allowing 3 hit shutout innings, or 6 shutout innings on 3 hits. He allowed 2 walks while striking out 6. Settles, on the other hand, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, allowing 2 runs, 1 of them earned. He walked a batter while striking out 9. But it was the 3rd inning that proved to be the only run Cardinal would need, as Elijah Fraze doubled with 1 out, and then a 2-out bloop single by Bodie Farrell into right scored Fraze to make it 1-0. Cardinal added a run in the 6th inning after Settles walked the first batter, Caden Courtney, who then was sacrificed to second, went to third on a wild pitch, and then a throwing error by Taylor, the catcher, allowed him to score the second run of the ball game, and that was it. Davis County had a couple of threats going. They had 2 on. They left 2 in the 3rd inning, left another pair back in the 6th inning, and left 7 runners on base overall, but just good pitching by Cardinal. Stymied Davis County, and Matt Blommy came in to strike out the side after allowing a leadoff single to shut the door and get Cardinal the sweep. So both teams leave this doubleheader with 3-1 overall records and 1-1 records in the South Central Conference. So once again, the totals for this game: Cardinal 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on. Davis County no runs on 4 hits, 4 errors, and 7 men left on base. Winning pitcher is Weston O'Leary. He is now 1-0. Losing pitcher is Josh Settles. He drops to 1-1. Matt Blommy gets to save, his first of the season. Time of the game, 1 hour, 50 minutes. Our next broadcast will be from Centerville on the campus of Indian Hills Community College, as Davis County will continue South Central Conference play with a doubleheader against the Big Reds of Centerville. First pitch is scheduled for 5, and we look forward to having you join us then. Special thank you to Connor Cloyd for filling in for Annie Argo, doing a very good job, as by the way, as our on-site producer. For Connor Cloyd, as well as me, Ellis Kojo, we're saying so long from Bloomfield. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.